it's Meg. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's junk journal with me, we're going to be doing days 26 and 27 of the Junk Journal July challenge. So another day where I'm combining two of the prompts. I felt like these two fit together quite nicely, so that's why I wanted to combine them both. And over in the collaboration, we have the lovely Essie and Marguerite sharing their takes on the day's prompts. So be sure to check their videos out. They will be linked down below in the playlist if you need any ideas or inspiration. There's so much goodness within there. So for this prompt, I'm working in a passport journal. So my journal is already quite small, and usually postcards, they're usually like 4x6, that kind of shape or size. And so I was like, well, straight away I'm not going to fit a regular postcard in this journal. I mean, I could fold it, but I just didn't want to do that. And so I was trying to think of how I could use a postcard in my journal, and because I wanted to originally do like an altered postcard. I've done a few of those in the past. They're really fun when you get them kind of secondhand from maybe an antique shop or like charity shops. You can get like a bulk lot usually of different postcards. Sometimes they even have like little notes that people have written on the back and they've been sent. Other times they are just blank. But I really enjoy working on those, especially when they're black and white ones, and then you add a little bit of colour to them. But I just knew that this wasn't the right place for that. So what I decided to do was make my own mini postcards. So I just used some cardboard that was left over from like drinks packaging, and I cut it into little postcard shapes, and then I was able to then do some like collage and decorating on the front of each of the postcards, and kind of make them my own. And what I did is I worked on both sides. So the front of them I did like collage with some book papers and some like stickers and rub-ons, and what I tried to do as well was keep them fairly cohesive. So I was kind of conscious of having them together so that they kind of told a little bit of a story and they kind of went together, whether it was colours or just the kind of look and feel of them. So I wanted them to be distinct, but then also still work well on a page if I was to put them next to one another. But yeah, I also worked on both sides of them, so the collage on the front, and then on the back I was kind of playing with having some space for maybe some journaling, and also adding like little stamp stickers and things like that to kind of add in that more postcard mail theme to this. And I was keeping the colour scheme fairly cozy, so I was using a lot of warm colours, which I know is a very broad interpretation of the prompts, but sometimes I feel like that's just enough of a spark that I need to start working on a page. And so that's how I decided to approach the prompts, was to just do what I was feeling excited to work on. So I was just really looking forward to doing these little mini postcards when I had the idea for the postcard prompt. And so it was also fun to work not directly into my journal as well. I find that sometimes that's quite freeing, because say if I didn't like how one of the collages turned out for the postcard, I could very easily just make another one, rather than worrying about having already stuck it into the page. So it's quite nice to work outside of the journal, and then create these interactive elements. And I went for 3 just because that's a number that tends to work quite well from a design point of view. And then also I'd cut them luckily just the right size, because I didn't measure any of these, which you guys know I don't really do much in the way of measuring of things. I just do not have time for it. But luckily the way that I'd cut them was pretty much perfectly sized to be able to stack them on the page for my final layout. So it was really nice to have all 3 of the little postcards that I was working on be part of that page. And then what I'm thinking I might end up doing is then I still have space underneath on this page to work on the next day's prompts, because I'm kind of getting to that point in my accordion journal now where I'm touch and go about having enough space for the remaining prompts. So I'm trying to save a little bit of space as well, but it's also really fun to create some interactive elements and to work like mini sized as well, which I think just fits with the passport size journal. Everything has kind of been shrunk down, but it's also made this kind of a really quick and easy little project that you can do if you wanted to make your own mini postcards. I mean, these would be absolutely so adorable to send in like happy mails. I mean, I wouldn't advise just obviously sending that in the post because it might get lost, but you know, within something. So maybe I might make some cute little postcards for friends, but I just think it's such a sweet little idea to include a little note, whether it's for a friend or for yourself in your journal. You could add it into a pocket or a tuck spot. There's so many different ways that you can use this within your journal. And I'm even thinking now, how cute would this be if you made little envelopes to go with the postcards, to include those as well. But yeah, I think this is just such a sweet little project that you can make in your journals.
Like an angel setting me free. Where are you now? Do you feel safe? I don't need an answer, just need some space. Don't let me darken your front door. That is not what I came here for. Do you still carry all that weight? Don't need an answer, just need a debate. Don't stop before it's over. The weight is off your shoulder. Everything we fear will go away. You said it's a promise. I said that I doubt that. I'm your only reason to stay. Darkness has robbed me of my sight. Hold on to what I believe in the light. Are you doing well? Do you feel fine? Don't need an answer, just need a sign. I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling good. Feeling like I never could. Wait for me, I'm almost there. Soon we're floating in the air. So let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you and I'll be me? That's what it took to open my eyes. Don't need an answer, just some kind of reply. Some kind of reply. Don't need an answer.
So of course I had to add a little bit of coffee staining to these postcards just to really tie them all together. I just felt like they were missing something, and so adding these little splotches I think really helped to tie them all together. So I'm just laying out here how I would like them on the page. I kind of thought about maybe putting them in that blank spot between the previous day's prompts, but it wasn't really fitting. I think it looked a little bit too busy, so I decided just to add it to the next page, and I just used some washi tape to add on the back and the front to create the hinge, so they work like a little bit as tip-ins. So that is everything for today's journal with me. Let me know in the comments how you got on for today's prompt and what you did in your journal. I would love to hear. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!